Hello, VC. I'm Dirk, and welcome to the Five Hole. Tonight, we're going to talk about my latest record haul. Last few days, I've been going a little bit crazy buying some new records to listen to while the weather's getting cold here in the Midwest. Thought it'd be a nice thing to do for a cold weekend. So, I'm going to go through these kind of quick, give you a quick summary of a couple of these. Some of them I don't really know that much about. I kind of bought them on a whim. Other ones I've been looking at for a while. This first one I've been thinking about picking up for a little while. It's Thelonious Monk playing in Palo Alto. And it's funny, I just happened to be listening to an interview on Vinyl Rundown yesterday where Danny Sher was being interviewed, who was the organizer of this concert back in 1968 when he was a high school student and managed amazingly to get Thelonious Monk to come and play at his high school. And it really is a great listen if you haven't heard it yet. Somehow, over the years, I've managed to not have this in my collection, but I did finally pick up Zeppelin 3. I've been listening to it on CD for so long, and I had figured it was time to finally pick it up on vinyl. This is original, and it's got the awesome album with the cover that's you can move the little pictures around. It is definitely my favorite Zeppelin album. It's got such great variety in it. Such a really great bunch of songs that were so musically diverse in it. Picked up Ry Cooder's Paradise and Lunch. Spun that yesterday. And if you've never listened to Ry Cooder, give him a shot. It's really just kind of fun music to listen to. He takes a lot of care, I think, in his recording quality. And I didn't really know about him until the first album I ever heard him on was on Buena Vista Social Club, which he produced and also played on. And I'd heard his name before, but never really heard him. And I finally picked up this Paradise and Lunch after seeing it for so long, and I'm glad I did because it's really good. Picked up a second Zeppelin album, got Presents, also an original pressing. Can't really have enough Zepp in your step, in my opinion. Let's see, we got Great Moments with B.B. King. It's MCA. It's an Impulse, but it's when they're got MCA on the label. This one was in the bargain bin. I figured, why not for $3? I got Melissa Manchester. Not exactly my cup of tea, but maybe it'll grow on me. This one was a movie inspired by Robert Crumb. This is Fritz the Cat. This is actually the soundtrack from Fritz the Cat. It's got some pretty good musicians playing on the soundtrack. It's a crazy movie if you've never seen it. Cartoon. You got Bo Diddley, Charles Erland, Billie Holiday, Jim Post, Bernard Purdie, Merle Saunders, Alice Stewart, Cal Jader, and the Watson sisters. I was kind of on the fence about picking this one up, Sarah Vaughan. I've got a lot of Sarah Vaughan albums. I wasn't sure I needed another one. I'm really glad I picked this one up. It's just the accompaniment in it is fantastic. You got Clifford Brown and Paul Quinichette, Herbie Mann, Jimmy Jones, Joe Benjamin. I'm not sure what Haynes' first name is. R is the initial, but really good. part of the Acoustic Sounds analog production has been putting out recently. Another one I've been surprised I haven't picked up till now. I've got quite a few of these actually on CD, but I finally picked up Wilco's Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. Another one from the bargain bin. We got some REO Speedwagon. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. That was the first band that I ever saw in concert, REO Speedwagon, back in 1982 at the Peoria Civic Center. Here we've got a Record Store Day, couple of remixes of Caribou tunes. It is not a 45 12-inch, it's 33, but Caribou's some kind of cool music if you haven't heard them. Sort of electronica, not sort of, it is. Picked up a couple of Neil Young's, got Tonight's the Night. Really clean copy of that. And Neil Young with Crazy Horse. Everybody knows This Is Nowhere. This is one I was pretty psyched to find. The cover's a little dinged up, but Birth of the Cool, Miles Davis. Again, one I've been meaning to pick up for a while. Helping me round out my Miles Davis collection. The vinyl on this is in really good shape. 1957 rather, Capitol pressing on the turquoise label, and in mono. So there was a thread going on. Maria, what's her name? Wesley, Maria. What's your last name? Maria Wesley. You'll be happy to know that this record belongs to Steph Linewall. She did a little video kind of calling out how it was interesting to see where records had been in the past. I kind of consider it audio archaeology when you've got stickers and writing on the back of record sleeves, and sort of interesting to think about all the places that these records have been and who might have listened to them. Doing a little bit to round out the Alan Parsons Project collection. Big fan of his production work. The first one of his albums I picked up was that Mobile Fidelity 45 RPM of iRobot, and man, that just blew me away. It's such a great album, and I really hadn't listened to all that many Alan Parsons albums, just the radio plays from when I was growing up pretty much, but most of his albums, I don't love all of the songs on them, but all of them have got some jewels, and you can pick them up for a song at pretty much any record shop. This is a great one, and really pleased with the quality of it. Jimi Hendrix live in Maui, and I still haven't totally wrapped my head around this album, but apparently it is related to Rainbow Bridge, and they actually called this Rainbow Bridge. Oh wow, it's a crazy name. The Rainbow Bridge Vibratory Color Sound Experiment, which was in the Haleakala Crater in Maui, Hawaii, July 30th, 1970. It's 3 LPs, and they are pressed at QRP. They're really nice heavy vinyl. and they're all mastered by Bernie Grunman. They sound great. Funny thing, when they recorded it, they recorded all these live, and something was wrong with the recording equipment, and Mitch Mitchell's drums, I guess, really didn't record well at all. So this came out. This came out in like August, I think. Or no, I'm sorry. Well, it was recorded at the end of July in '70, and Hendrix died in September. Um, and Mitch Mitchell ended up going into the studio and redubbing all the drums from this after the fact, after Jimmy had died, and I mean, it sounds great. The engineer who did the recording was amazed how well he was able to reproduce almost exactly what he had played there in Hawaii. A little more Alan Parsons project, Ammonia Avenue. He's always got, sorry, these plastic covers. He's always got cool covers on his albums. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a factory. It's like a gas pipeline or something with a mirror. Thought this was a cool record cover. Steppenwolf. I like Steppenwolf's music. I'm not familiar with this album. At Your Birthday Party. I think it's 1969 or 1970. But it's got a cool die cut. The band in there having some drinks. Back we got Mickey Mouse going to war, apparently. That's courtesy of Half Price Books here in my town, as well as those Alan Parsons came from there. So these I'm pretty psyched about. I haven't listened to them yet. I just got them today. So I not that long ago picked up Friday Night in San Francisco, and this is some more Al Di Meola. I was so blown away by that album. I was like, I got to get some more of his guitar work. So I picked up a few today. We got this one, which is Tour de Force. It's a live album, and that's 1982. Here's Land of the Midnight Sun. This one is, I think, a little earlier. Got Chick Corea playing on this one. That's 1976. And who doesn't love rattan furniture, wicker furniture? Here he is, Al Di Meola in Casino. That's a pretty tight cover right there. Love that. 1978. So I'm pretty excited to hear what he's got to play on there. He's such an amazing guitarist. Keeping the Korea theme. Here we got Chick Corea, the Mad Hatter. I was lucky enough to see him in concert. Let's see. Well, it was the winter before we all got locked into our houses at Symphony Hall in Chicago with Brian Blade and Christian. I'm sorry, the name is totally escaping me. The bass player, really really a fun concert. So personable. He really spends a lot of time chatting with the audience. Um, got one of the latest tone poets, Bass on Top, Paul Chambers. I'm going to spin this actually right after we get done talking. This is Paul Chambers, of course, on bass. Then you got Kenny Burrell playing guitar, Hank Jones on piano, and Art Taylor playing drums. So, you know, typical tone poets with beautiful photography inside. So here's another record store day. Canned Heat with John Lee Hooker. Hooker and Heat. I don't know what you can say about it. It's more of a John Lee Hooker album, I think. With Canned Heat, as background band for him. It's if you gotta like John Lee Hooker. He's pretty distinctive sound on his guitar. I do happen to like John Lee Hooker quite a bit. This album came out just a little bit before their harmonica player here died of a drug overdose. He wasn't around for the photo session, so this is him here in the background in a photo on the wall. A successful record store day album, I would say. Sounds really good. Nice recording, nice pressing. Joni Mitchell for the Roses. Gotta love Joni. It's a great voice, such a great singer-songwriter. So here's one that I picked up off of, I was watching 45 RPM audio file, and sorry, I'm totally spacing the name of his guest, but he was talking up this album. It's a direct-to-disc album recording of Sunken Cathedral. He said it was the best sound reproduction he had ever heard of a piano, and I said, well, I better check that out. So I searched it up on Discogs, and it just came in the mail yesterday. So I haven't listened to this yet. As I mentioned, it's going to be a long cold weekend, so I'm going to have a chance to listen to a lot of vinyl. Okay, here's the reissue of Number One Album by Big Star. I tell you what, Kraft Records has been killing it. Like they've been putting out some really good stuff. I've picked up several of their albums in the last year or so, and I don't think I've been disappointed by any of them. Sounds really good. They do really nice reproductions. So they, do the original label really nice. Sound quality is excellent. I think this one is. Oh, this is mastered by Powell, who I wasn't familiar with, but he did a great job on it. It sounds really nice. I feel like this album has been kind of popular recently. And then, last but not least, it's one I keep seeing it, and I keep not buying it, and then I am like, why didn't I buy that? But it's the latest Run the Jewels, which it's a pretty tight album. This one's cool. This is the indie record store version. Check out this vinyl. I don't go out of my way to get colored vinyl, but I thought this one was pretty cool. Clear and pink. And maybe the thing that put me over the edge was it came with a Run the Jewels bandana. Don't think I'll probably be wearing that, but maybe I'll use that to wipe the dust off the dust cover of my record player. Anyway, that's all I've got for now. It was a pretty good haul. It ought to keep me busy for this cold weekend. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you are interested in hearing some more videos like this, and check out some of my other videos. Thanks for coming, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks. Bye.